Trapmore gang, today I've got an update for you guys, and this one is about to get a little bit strange. If you didn't know, I recently dropped a little video, a little documentary over on the main channel called Murder in the Six, Toronto's Deadly Gang War. Now, this is a video breaking down the entry-level information that you need. I mean, it's over an hour long, so it's probably a little more than entry-level information, but it's basically like everything you need to know to understand, to enjoy, appreciate the Toronto drill, the Toronto rap, the kind of gangster rap, street rap, hip-hop scene in Toronto, in the Six, over in Canada. And I've got to say, the reception to this documentary has been immense. It's been overwhelming. I appreciate it. All of the amazing comments that you guys have been putting in there. Everybody from Canada that's been showing love, I appreciate it. Everybody over in the R Torontology subreddit. I also recently did a quick interview with the guys over at We Love Hip Hop Network, just breaking down some of the backstory behind me doing this documentary, giving some of my opinions on the Toronto music scene and more. So shout out everybody in the Toronto scene that has shown me love and reached out. But, and there's a big but, people, somebody reached out, they weren't very happy, okay? Somebody reached out and they weren't very happy. Now, if you didn't see the video, let me update you, okay? Because towards the end of the video, it's sort of the last 10 minutes of the vid, there's an entire chapter where I basically break down the self-proclaimed biggest demon of Toronto, Top 5.
I'm a fucking demon.
I break down a little bit of his career background, how he started out in the Toronto rap scene, how he came up, some of the hardships that he endured, and towards the end of this video, I basically just break down the fact that this guy has been on the run for a murder for months in 2021, okay? Top 5 was out here doing a madness, quite frankly, okay? He's putting time limit bounties on people's chains.
You want me to take your chain? I'll give us 7 days to take your chain. I promise you the chain.
You want a cookie?
7 days.
Do it.
Do you want to do this?
Someone went and got my pendant, man. They got my brother's pendant.
Yes, Top 5 really did take that chain. So Top 5 was wilding out in the streets of Toronto, but to make things worse, he would regularly hop on streams with DJ Academics on Twitch and basically just break down the entirety of the street goings on in Toronto in great detail, people.
JJ just got packed.
Top 5. You don't have to answer it, but the thing that happened with Doovie, was it you, yes or no?
Stop! So according to Top 5 himself, he is a demon terrorizing the city. So look, Top 5 is out here in the streets and on the internet trying to be the biggest demon he possibly can. But that all changed in January 2021 when Top 5 was implicated in a murder that took place in his opposition's territory of Falstaff.
Breaking news from the Jane and Falstaff area, there's been a deadly shooting.
Witnesses heard the sound of an automatic weapon. One victim has been pronounced dead.
So initially, Top 5 is questioned in the case of this murder. He ends up being let go, but later on down the line, his charges are upgraded to full-blown murder. Problem is, cops couldn't find Top 5. And not only did he evade the cops for a pretty extended period of time, but he also spent that time on the run, frequently going live and taunting the mayor of the city of Toronto.
He's also on the run, wanted for murder.
That appears to be Top 5, speaking out on a live streaming Instagram video over the weekend. His viewers tell him he's a fugitive. One asking, isn't Top 5 on the run for a body? The rapper seems to talk back.
The only run I know is the treadmill.
So Top 5's going live and telling people that he's not on the run. And he also starts going live with DJ Academics, who apparently is none the wiser about Top 5's situation.
You on the run? From what? Ain't no running going on? What y'all talking about?
So look, this is what was going on, okay? Top 5 was on the run for a murder. He was out here wilding. He was jumping on DJ Academics' streams. He was going live himself and taunting the mayor of the city.
I run Toronto. Goof.
He was doing the most, okay? He was doing the most. He got on a lot of people's radars. He caught the attention of a lot of people. And of course, that means eventually he caught the attention of me. I'd spent quite some time researching, looking into the Toronto drill scene. I was aware of Top 5 from his references in Drake's songs and his appearance on DJ Academics' streams. But once I started unraveling the case, seeing the footage, seeing the news report that you just saw, where the mere fact that Top 5 is on the run and is going live is newsworthy in major publications, hell, it was one of the most fascinating hip-hop stories I had ever found, and of course I had to make a video about it. So I put together the video. It's a beast. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. I hope you enjoy it. Shout out everybody that's been enjoying it so far, but naturally, Top 5 didn't enjoy it. Now, he actually reached out to me in a DM, which I'm going to share with you right now. He said, hey bro, delete that YouTube documentary, my brother. You're speaking cap on my name. Now, I got back to him and I said, what part was cap, bro? How about we do an interview and set the record straight? Now, at the time, I was thinking, one, I'm kind of scared that Top 5 is reaching out to me, frankly. He's on the run for a murder. I don't know where he is, and he's angry at me. I can see he's not happy, okay? He's telling me to delete the documentary. But then again, when you factor in the fact that this guy was running around doing interviews, doing IG lives, jumping on with DJ Academics on Twitch, I thought, you know what? Maybe he will go for an interview. So I thought I'd offer him an interview. And honestly, I would have liked to have actually had a chat online with Top 5 to speak to him just about where his head is at with his situation, what he's going through. I'd actually imagined at the time it would have been a really interesting and illuminating chat. He wasn't really going for it, and he got back to me saying, brother, I got a legal situation. Why are you letting the world know that? Now, I didn't say this in my response to Top 5, but I just want to put my opinion across here. No disrespect, but I just want to make my position on this whole thing clear, okay? Top 5 was upset that I was letting the world know about his legal situation. Now, in all fairness, a lot of people have known about his situation for quite some time. I just showed you a clip from the actual news in Canada where they're talking about him going live on Instagram and taunting the mayor. Okay, so I'm not the first person to cover this, and a lot of people all over the world are aware of Top 5, they're aware of his legal situation, and quite frankly, I watched dozens of videos on this same topic to learn even more about the background of what Top 5 was going through. Now, I didn't communicate it quite like that, but I did get back to him. I said, my bad, man. This info has been around a lot of places for a while. The Toronto scene is blowing up, but let me know what was wrong and I can update the people. Now, for the record, I just want to make this very clear both right now and just for reference to my previous video. At no point do I say that Top 5 is guilty of murder or that he should have anything to fear. I feel like I made it pretty clear from the language that I used in my documentary that he is accused of murder and he is on the run for murder. Now that, you can't really deny that, okay? He has been accused and he was on the run for a period of time. I just want to make that clear because in his response, Top 5 said, bro, nothing is wrong, my G. And I just want to make it very clear that I don't think him saying that the documentary wasn't wrong is any kind of implication that he did anything. Because I make it clear in the documentary, he is accused, not guilty. And I'm going to get into that position a little bit more. But after that, he said, you're just informing the world about my legal situation, my G. And that ain't cool. I hit Top 5 back and I said, I feel you, man, but your music is blowing up around the world right now and a lot of people were already following along, but I do hope that you can resolve the situation soon. Now, didn't get a reply to that one, but Top 5 did like it. And I do truly hope, I do really hope that that was a genuine like and he wasn't pissed at me, he wasn't still angry. On the off chance that he sees this or anyone connected to him sees this, I don't want to take the blame for this, okay? Frankly, a lot of people were aware of this. This was already international news that Top 5 was on the run for a murder. I don't think it's really fair to blame me, and there's people in the DMs, there's a few people knocking around out here online that are saying that this is my fault because I was talking about the guy. You can't say it's my fault, really, can you? I mean, Top 5 was out here basically doing press runs for songs that he was releasing. He had released a song called Movie whilst he was on the run. The chorus of the song is I caught a op slipping and shot him in the back, okay? He released this a couple of months ago. This was getting covered by Complex. The first line of this article, Top 5, the infamous Toronto rapper currently wanted on a Canada-wide warrant for a first-degree murder charge. This wasn't a secret. I wasn't the first or only person pushing this information out there. I mean, the guys here on Complex, the track Movie got shared by a lot of big rappers. People aren't going at them. People aren't going at Complex saying you're letting the world know about my situation. It's the first line of the article, okay? So I hope to a certain degree that is a misunderstanding. Anywho, me and Top 5 had that conversation around the 3rd of October. About 5 days after that, this news emerges. Toronto rapper Top 5 arrested in LA, facing charges for first-degree murder. So apparently, he had gone to LA sometime in May, which means that a lot of these Instagram lives, a lot of these Twitch sessions, even the release of his track Movie, would have all been conducted whilst he was on the run hiding out in the United States, which actually, frankly, is crazy detail of the story. And when I was researching this thing and I was kind of tracking Top 5's movements, I was looking at what he was up to, the types of things he was saying, how often he was going online. Honestly, I was surprised to find out that he was hiding out in Los Angeles, frankly. I mean, it's just weird to think. And not only was Top 5 hiding out in Los Angeles, but it seemed like he was being pretty active. He was being pretty social and frankly, taking a lot of risks. There's been pictures that have emerged since he was arrested showing Top 5 hanging out with famous rappers in Los Angeles. I assume pictures taken whilst he was on the run for that murder charge. Here's Top 5 hanging out with Gunna. I don't know if this is at some sort of bougie LA event, but he's out here living his life apparently. You know, it's just another crazy chapter to an already crazy story that is just, it's almost hard to believe. So this is a clip apparently circulating that shows a massive LAPD police response with the helicopters. They got the choppers out and everything for the arrest of Top 5. They clearly weren't taking any chances. It really looks like Toronto Mayor John Tory was trying to get it back in blood, frankly. Now, apparently, only hours before Top 5's arrest, he had posted this cryptic message to Instagram saying the process has just started. Now, a lot of people have speculated that perhaps he knew that this arrest was coming. Hell, maybe he'd even got sick of doing the race and knew that it was time to face the music for this whole situation. And honestly, if there's just one thing that I want to communicate regarding this situation, it's that I have absolutely no desire desire to see anybody locked up where they don't deserve it. Now, Top5 has said in interviews on lives that he feels he's being framed, he feels he has nothing to do with this situation, they're trying to put him in a jam that he doesn't deserve. And look, as somebody that's a genuine fan of his music, I hope that's true. I hope Top5 is just whiling out on Instagram and in all of these lives because he knows deep down that he is innocent and he's going to beat this case. I actually hope that's the case, but at the same time, I don't want to say free Top5 or Top5's innocent because I don't really know. It's unclear from the facts of the case exactly what really went down that day. And honestly, it's not clear from the way Top5 has behaved in the past few months how serious he is even really taking these charges. I mean, on the one hand, you could look at it as if this guy is an unhinged madman that knows his days are numbered and he's just trying to have as good of a time and just do whatever he wants in that time. Or on the other hand, you could argue that maybe Top5 knows he's innocent, maybe he knows these charges are BS and he's on the run for that exact reason. Why spend more time in jail? Look, I don't know, I don't want to say free Top5, but here's what I hope. I hope that Top5 can get his side of the story across as quickly as possible, and if he needs to go to trial to get his side of the story heard, I hope that he can have that trial as quickly and as easily as possible, and I really hope that the truth of this case comes out very quickly so that the fans on both sides of the fence can get the answers they're looking for. Because quite frankly, being a fan of Toronto music and Top5 has been a serious roller coaster ride. I'm honestly a little bit scared. I wasn't expecting Top5 to reach out angry about my video so quickly. I really have no bad blood against him. I hope that he doesn't really harbor any ill feelings towards me. And once again, I just want to make it very clear, I didn't have shit to do with this, man. This isn't my fault. Top5 was wilding out online, and it was, unfortunately, only a matter of time before they did track him down. And that's regardless of how many internet dorks like me are commentating on the activities that he is getting up to in his life. Hope you enjoyed that breakdown. Hope you enjoyed the original Toronto video that I did. I'm really proud of it, even though this situation has been a bit of a headfuck for me, to be honest. I've got a new video on Atlanta that is dropping very soon. I'm very excited to be getting that one out. And if you're a fan of the channel, why not go and support my Patreon, where you can see an uncut, uncensored, musically enhanced version of my Jacksonville's Deadly Gang War video / movie / docu, whatever you want to call it, okay? It's there. You can watch it in all of its uncut glory on Patreon, and if you want to see my Gangs of Atlanta video that's coming soon, uncut and probably a day early, get in that Patreon, baby. I appreciate every single one of you. Catch you in the next video, and peace out.